I like to bow my head in gratitude for my God. Welcome to my channel. It's Ricky and Ricky's Cajun Tarot. We're going to see what the spirit messages are for y'all. And we'll do current energies. And remember that the readings are general. If you'd like a private reading, my information will be in the description box below this video. And thank y'all for liking and subscribing to my channel. Let's see what we have for today. Breathe. Come to the edge. Milk and honey. Everybody take a deep breath right now. Because today is Wednesday and Tuesday felt like a pretty big, well, this is a reading for Wednesday, and the Tuesday energies were pretty major. They were major arcana, and it felt like a big day. And I do believe that, at least for me, it was a big day of healing and seeing. And when we're on this spiritual path, that's the big stuff we want to know about. You know, it's like we can pray about and ask for a bunch of things in form. But by now, those of us who are on a spiritual journey understand that it doesn't matter what appears in front of us or where we live or where we go. If our mind is not at peace, then none of it matters. So yesterday was a big day in healing and the sun shining upon the heartbreak, really. And it felt like it was a big day for discoveries in the mind. And today I'm just looking at the cards and it says, come to the edge. So it's, you know, really centering yourself with breath. And lately I've been hearing a lot about this breathing exercise that you can use to calm yourself. And it's just 4 breaths in, 4 breaths out. 4 breaths in through your nose and 4 breaths out through your mouth. And then another friend who gave me a massage yesterday, actually, which was the biggest gift ever. Thank you, Willow. It's breathe in for 4 counts, hold it for 4 counts, breathe out for 4 counts, and hold it for 4 counts. So just like a box. Because you're going to need those breathing exercises because you're being asked to come to the edge, which is taking a leap of faith. It's taking a leap of faith and really trusting that where you're being led is exactly where you're supposed to be. Not giving up. I can just look at this card and see that, well, in the first card we have breathe. So center yourself. The guidance is to center yourself as much as you can today. And you're going to be asked to come to the edge of your thought, but not in fear, because this card has her standing on the edge of this tree stump in the middle of the atmosphere, basically with nothing to land on, but she's throwing rose petals behind her, and she's leaping for joy. You're being asked to take a leap of trust and faith with joy, because it's going to bring you into this milk and honey. I'm going to read that for y'all. 51. Milk and honey. Is it the last card in the deck? That's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. That's what I see. The taste of prosperity. Opportunities born of authenticity. Nurturing abundance. Trusting that your needs will be met. And this is what we've been talking about. You know, it's like that Empress energy. It's not about just saying, I want to be safe. I want to be happy. I want to be peaceful. I want to be rich and prosperous. No, it's taking everything from the ground up and nurturing an abundant state of mind and trusting that all your needs will be met. And that is our lesson right now, y'all. The Oracle's message says, you've entered a sweet time in your life. enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious, when all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe. These times are precious and only come when you're in your authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting, yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. How beautiful is that? Because that is what we've been talking about, and that is what the message is. With the Temperance, the Eight of Swords, and that Wheel of Fortune again. Let's take a look. So the Temperance card talks about needing to have balance and moderation. It's right here. It's Archangel Michael. You're being protected and watched over. I mean, the angels are showing up in your cards and want you to know that you're safe. You're being asked to go slowly and find your balance in your mind and to take all things in moderation. And this is a mental energy, because next to it you have the Eight of Swords, an illusion of being trapped. So the message there is, if you come into this breathe and take a leap of faith to come out of this mental anguish and fear and feeling like you can't move when you can, you're going to end up with the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow in your mind and in your heart, having complete peace and confidence that the universe has your back, which is what this card represents, the Wheel of Fortune. You know, the wheel turning for a new life without fear. It's where you are going, and all of these cards represent that. And I know for a fact that it doesn't feel like you are coming in to healing when you are going through the healing. It feels so disorientating. It feels so, it's disillusioning. It's very, very, it's uncomfortable and disarming. And it really does bring us to those places where we are longing to go. If you didn't have a prayer in your heart to release these negative energies and come into consistent peace, then you wouldn't go through this. But you have a deep prayer to awaken, and that is what's happening, my friends. I'm going to get 3 cards from here because I like the extra messages that the cards read on them themselves, and we'll just see if there can be some more helpful information for y'all. Eight of Cups, a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. And I just said that that's what you are all going through, spiritual and emotional growth. It's a desire deep within to move forward and on, to find something more meaningful. And you're being asked to come to the edge and take that leap of faith, because you can't go on for something more meaningful if you don't go through discomfort and expansion. Expansion is discomfort. Remember when the little boys and girls are growing and they have growing pains, like their bones in their legs are aching because they're growing, and that's what it feels like to grow. It's bizarre. You have the Three of Swords again today. Great sadness. Take time to heal. The need to forgive yourself or others. It's beautiful. It's in this midsection with the Eight of Swords, feeling like you're trapped in your pain. You're feeling like you're trapped in your pain, but you're not. You're being asked to take a leap of faith into joy, into this milk and honey. Take a deep breath, because you are now the magician. It's a number 1. You are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. Okay. That's just so beautiful. For December 15th, Wednesday, we're going to concentrate on breathing, and taking a leap of faith as far as letting go of our pain and illusions in our mind and feeling trapped, that mental energy that keeps us in a negative state of mind. You're ready. Life can be magical, but it's a decision in the mind. It really, really is. I'm with y'all in it. That's too many. Here it is. I see it. Inner voice, number 28, which is equals a 10, which is the end of a cycle. Inner voice, inner voice. Tune in to your inner compass. Persistent words and feelings that represent your greatest desires are dropping into your mind. Instead of putting life off until you do or be something in the future, bring your desires into the present. Anytime we feel like we have gone off track, we have traveled a different road to our soul, and everything becomes a signpost to return us to our center, where we can tune into our wise transmissions. Just as the voice on a GPS navigator tells you which way to go, your soul wisdom is always leading you toward your destination. Neither will scold you or become impatient if you take the wrong route. They will just adjust, find an alternate route, and give you new directions. You cannot get it wrong. Listen to reoccurring words and ideas. Pay attention to how they feel and drive forward with the ones that make your face and heart smile. I love that. It's just making a decision to choose joy, to choose, most of us are surrounded by everything we need right now. And it's just a future thought. It's a future fear thought. You cannot be afraid if you get very, very, very present. And y'all, we are practicing this together. We are loved and taken care of. It's only a thought that could make us believe we are not. So, I'm with you in prayer, and we set our intention for a new state of mind of consistent peace and joy. We let go of those energies in our mind that are negative and no longer helpful. Where two or more are gathered, there is healing. So I join you in that prayer to release the old, release the negative, and come into our joy and love and peace. Those are the messages I have for you, and I will see you next time. I'll place my hand